Welcome to this 20-minute midday rejuvenation class. We're going to begin today in your version of the child's pose. So I like that extended version where the big toes come together, the knees come out wide, sit bones sink down to the heels, hands extend long, and melting that chest and heart space down towards the mat. If you do like the regular version, then you're welcome to take this now by bringing the legs together and allowing the hands to rest down by your side, palms facing up. Wherever you are, just allowing your body to settle into the support beneath you. Maybe closing your eyes and taking a few moments to simply breathe. Feeling the gentle rise and fall of your chest with each inhale and each exhale. And as you continue to breathe deeply, imagine yourself in a serene, natural setting. Perhaps you're lying on a soft bed of grass in a sprawling meadow. Or maybe you're nestled on a sandy beach with the sound of waves crashing nearby. Whichever natural setting you have arrived at today, use all of your senses to fill in every little detail of this place. Imagine the sights, the sounds, the sensations, and the smells. Take a few more deep breaths here, really anchoring yourself in this tranquil landscape. And then gently bringing your awareness back to your body, back to this present moment. We'll begin to transition into thread the needle. So slowly walking those hands towards the torso as you rise the torso up. And then planting the hands down, coming to all fours or your tabletop position. Hips stack above the wrists. Hips stack above the knees, shoulders stack above the wrists. When you're ready, send the right fingertips up towards the ceiling. And then thread that right arm through the gap in the left, bringing the right shoulder, ear, and cheek down to your mat. Check in with those hips. Both hips are square. That left hip may be inclined to want to lean forward. So just consciously pulling it back in space, pulling it towards the heel. And maybe staying here if this is enough for you today. Otherwise, you're welcome to take a bind by releasing the left hand. Reaching the left arm behind the back, the knuckles can rest on the small of the back. Or you can hook your fingertips in your right hip crease. And holding here. And as you sink deeper into this shape, imagine yourself fully rooted into the earth, like the sturdy trunk of a tree, finding strength and stability in your foundation. Breathing into that gentle twist, feeling the opening of the shoulders of the chest. Noticing the breath and the rise and fall of your body as you allow that breath to flow freely through you. We will have another 30 seconds here in this shape. Two more rounds of breath. And if you were in that bind, slowly releasing it now, then grounding down through that left palm as you reach through with those right fingertips once more. And then planting that right hand back on your mat. Other side, left fingertips reach up towards the ceiling. Thread that left arm through the gap on the right. This time the left shoulder, ear and cheek come down to rest on your mat. Check in with the hips. Maybe pulling that left hip crease back. Both hips are square. And if that bind is available to you, maybe taking it now. Taking the first few moments to make any minor adjustments to the shape to help you find that place of comfort where you can remain in stillness, resisting the urge to move, and just focusing simply on your breath. Let your breath guide you deeper into this shape. Your breath flows in and out like the gentle ebb and flow of the tide, surrendering to the natural rhythm of your body. We'll have another 30 seconds here in this shape. Two more rounds of breath. If you are in that bind, slowly releasing it now. Grounding down through that right palm as you reach the left fingertips up towards the ceiling. And then planting the palm back down. Coming into our downward facing dog now, tucking the toes, send the hips high in the air. Maybe heel toeing the feet here, lengthening out the back of the legs. Maybe you're feeling a bit tight in that area. So just walking the legs out, or maybe you even choose to sway the hips from side to side. And preparing to come into our swan, finding that stillness. Right leg rises. Then when you're ready, bending the right knee, planting that right knee on the hand as close to on the floor as close to the right wrist as you can get. Dropping the back leg, untucking the toes, coming up onto the fingertips here. That right ankle rests anywhere between the left wrist and left hip. Hips and shoulders are square, chest is proud, gaze is down. Take a moment here to breathe into these sensations. And then if your body is inviting you to go deeper, maybe you lower down onto the forearms, creating a fist with the hands and stacking the hands on top of one another to make a wee pillow for your forehead. Resting here if this is enough for you. Otherwise, you can come into that full sleeping swan, extending both arms long, forehead comes down to the mat. Find whatever shape that works for you and your body. Notice where it is in your body that you are holding tension and using the breath, the exhale when the body naturally softens, to ask that those areas of tension to let go, to release, inviting that sense of softness and surrender. Breathing into the tension. We'll have another 30 seconds here. Two more rounds of breath. If you were in a version of your sleeping swan, slowly making your way back to your fingertips now. And then tucking the back toe, grounding down through the palms, coming out the same way we came in, that right leg rises. And then planting the right leg down. Straight into the other side, left leg reaches high. Bend the left knee plants by the left wrist. Drop the back leg, untuck the toes. Left ankle rests anywhere between the right wrist and right hip. Check in with those hips, with the shoulders, make sure they are square. Chest is proud. Maybe you stay here, maybe this feels good for you and your body. Or maybe your body is asking you to go deeper and come into one of those sleeping swan versions. And when you arrive in your chosen shape, just noticing the differences you feel from this side compared to the last. And just knowing that those differences are okay. Maybe the shape you make on this side is completely different to the one you made on the previous. We are often tighter on one side of our bodies. So just accepting these differences with compassion, with kindness, and trusting that it's all part of the process, part of your journey. Again, using that breath to find that sense of softness and surrender. Using that time you have here to let go of the tension, breath by breath, little by little. We have another 30 seconds here on this side. Two more rounds of breath. And if you were in a version of your sleeping swan, slowly making your way back up to your fingertips. This time we'll come into our child's pose, so coming up onto the back toes and then sending the left foot to the back of the mat. Big toes come together, knees come out wide, sink the sit bones back to the heels, arms reach long, forehead and chest melt down to your mat. Remember, this is the version of child's pose that works with my body. If there's one that works better with your body that you would like to use for this rebound, please do take this now. And using this time we have here to rest, to rebound, to reconnect with the breath, with your body. Taking any organic movement your body is asking for here. We'll have another 2 rounds of breath. And then from here we're going to transition onto our stomachs. So making your way there however is comfortable for you. Once you arrive, bringing the forehead down to the mat, extending the right arm long out to the side and coming up onto the fingertips of the left hand. We're finding our shoulder stretch here. When you're ready, grounding down through those left fingertips as you roll the torso, the body over the right shoulder. Bringing the left leg to the outside of the right and just dropping or resting the left toes down on the mat on the outside of that right leg. Your right ear, cheek can come to rest on the mat. Breathing into your shoulder, opening up that chest. Allowing yourself to be present in this moment, fully embracing the sensations that arise, and acknowledging and accepting whatever it is that comes up for you in this moment. We'll have another 2 rounds of breath here. And when you're ready, slowly rolling back onto your stomachs, drawing the right hand in and then extending that left arm out to the side. When you're ready, grounding down through the right palm as you roll the torso over that left arm. Bringing the right leg to the outside of the left, maybe the toes gently rest down on your mat. That left ear and cheek come to rest on your mat. And find that place of stillness here in the shape. Inviting softness and surrender to your body. And just as the natural world evolves and changes with each season, honor the ever-changing landscape of your own practice, adapting and adjusting as needed to find your balance and harmony. We'll have 2 more rounds of breath here. And when you are ready, rolling back onto your stomachs, drawing that left arm in, and then rolling all the way over onto your backs. We're coming into our final rest pose now. You can stay lying down flat on your back, or you may choose to come into a waterfall or legs up the wall, extending both legs long, soles of the feet reaching for the ceiling. Whatever position you have chosen, allow your body to completely surrender to the earth beneath you. Close your eyes and let go of any lingering tension, allowing yourself to melt into relaxation, like a stone settling at the bottom of a clear, tranquil stream. Lie here for as long as you need. And then when you're ready, gently bringing your awareness back to the room and continuing with your day.